Ladies and gentlemen, here at Margaret Court Arena, we are ready for our women's third round encounter. Please welcome from the USA, Venus Williams. And her opponent this evening, the world #1 from Romania, it's Simona Halep.
Well, we are due for a blockbuster here on Margaret Court Arena this evening. Can you imagine the #1 player in the world, the current #1, Simona Halep, going against a young lady who is the second highest money earner in history after her sister, ironically. So Venus Williams and Simona Halep here facing off in the third round. Gee, what a matchup this is. And I'm sure that Simona would not have wanted to see Venus Williams in this part of the draw. She's already beaten one seed in the first round. Mihaela Buzanescu, another Romanian in the first round, Venus, and then Elise Cornet to make the third round here. And Halep obviously is the #1 seed. She's beaten Kaya Kanepi, and also in the second round she came through the young American Sophia Cannon, who provided some tough opposition.
Can I take that back for you? Thanks. So this is Haley. She's going to do the coin toss for us. Can we start by taking a photo facing this way? Thank you. All right, thank you very much. So a few things, a few reminders. If you'd like to make a challenge, please make that very clear. The clocks are up there on the boards. They should also be down here. So please use the time to pace yourself well. Apart from that, after the remaining 1 minute, I'll take it. Please just be ready in position to play. Any questions from your end? No? Okay. So, Haley, you said that you wanted to ask Simona. Yeah? So, head is rod laver. Go for it. The tennis ball. Okay. So she's tennis ball. She's got. And it is rod laver. So Venus, serve. Yeah. So she will serve. Okay. Have a good one.
Okay, so Venus wins the toss, and as she has done in previous rounds, when she wins it, she serves first, and why wouldn't you? What a player she's been, and a powerful tennis player at that. She's up against Simona Halep, and I'm delighted to be sitting with Casey Delacroix, who is a very renowned tennis player herself. Welcome, Casey.
Thanks, Fitzy. It's great to be here this evening, and this is what I would call a blockbuster third round match. Very, very tough part of the draw, but really, really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, look, Venus, we know so much about her. She's won 5 Wimbledon champions, 2 US Opens. She's the second most winning prize money earner of all time. Born in California, lives in Palm Beach Gardens in Florida. 38 now. Look, she's no spring chicken by in tennis terms, but she has scaled the heights. She's been #1 in the world, as her opponent tonight is currently, but she is ranked 36 right now. So she's a tall lady, 185 in centimeters, and is one of the great players of all time, Venus Williams. And it's amazing that you can be that good and overshadowed by a sister, a sibling. Nevertheless, she stands on her own as a great player, Venus, and tonight she goes against someone else in that #1 club. It's an honor I'm sure most of us can only dream about. Simona Halep, being coached over the previous years by a good friend of ours, Darren Cahill, and what a job he did with her, and what a student she was. So, Casey, an interesting matchup, 2 different styles of players.
Yeah, 2 very contrasting styles of play. As we just take a look at Simona Halep's statistics, we have mentioned it already many times, but currently the #1 ranked player in the world. But yeah, very contrasting styles here tonight. got Venus, the power player, big server, likes to be aggressive, stay inside the court. And then we've got Simona Halep, one of the best movers in the game. One of the best competitors, one of the best fighters. So we're in for an interesting matchup.
Interesting, when Venus Williams won her first Wimbledon, it was in 2000. Do you know how old Simona Halep was then?
Well, she's 27 now, but I'm not that good with my maths.
Yeah, so let's say 18 and a half years ago. So she was a very young girl when Venus came to the fore and won that. So look, really interesting. The longevity of Williams here is just incredible. I think Halep, the question mark with there, and there's a bit of an asterisk at the moment. She is ranked #1, deserves to be so, is the current French Open champion, but and a runner-up here last year, so defending a final. But her form over the last few months has been slightly questionable because of some injuries leading into the end of the year.
Yeah, look, she ended up pulling out of the championships, didn't play a lot through Asia, and then this year, 2019, has just played the one event in Sydney where she did go down to Ash Barty in the first round. So when you're talking about volume and volume of matches, probably hasn't got that under her belt, but her last 2 wins here at the Australian Open in the first and second round have been impressive. She's come through some really tight situations.
2 minutes.
So as the world #1,
I think losing to Ashley Barty in Sydney is no disgrace. Ashley obviously is in great form. She had more form running into the Sydney event, probably caught Simona, you know, off guard a little bit. I mean, she is the #1 player in the world. She's expected to beat everybody.
yeah, no, there's no doubt Ash Barty played Simona at a good time. In a sense, she hadn't played a lot of tennis, but yeah, not a bad loss by any means. And then you look at Venus Williams, that, like you were talking about, Fitzy, just the longevity, the fact that she's still out here at 38 years of age and still so competitive.
She nearly lost her first round match here. I tell you, we did that match, and she ended up winning 6-2 in the third against Mihaela Buzanescu, who was a very impressive young Romanian also.
She was serving for the
match.
Yep.
Yeah, lost the
1 minute.
tiebreaker 7 points to 3, Buzanescu, to Williams. And
Ladies and gentlemen,
could
this
easily
match
have
will
been
be
into
the
that
best of
second
3
round, but
tiebreak
Venus is
sets.
still alive here. She won a second round
Venus
as
Williams
well
won the
against
toss
Elise
and chose to
Cornet,
serve.
and you've got to be aware of the Williams sisters. Once they gain some momentum in the draw, they can get better and better as they go.
We saw that in particular from that set in 5-3 down. Venus Williams, her level increased dramatically there in the
30
second
seconds.
set, and she played a really good second round match as well.
So just 20-odd seconds remaining now. Both girls taking their final warm-ups, and as we heard, Venus won the toss, elected to serve, as she normally does. I think that's always a sign of confidence. Not a sign of intimidation, just a sign to let your opponent know you're ready and you want to start with the balls in your hand. I think it's always a good look.
And a warm-up.
It's a confident move. There are actually a lot of female players out on tour now opting for the return of serve, but...
On the men's tour too.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.